Hey there, good looking. If you are addicted to a racket sport like I am, then you're going to love today's workout. Today's workout will help you on the court, whether you play pickleball or tennis. Actually, it'll help transfer, this workout can transfer to many different sports, but this is heavily razor focused for a racket sport. Now we're going to begin by training some of the muscles that typically can get injured with racket sports: tennis elbow, rotator cuff. Then we'll move into an agility conditioning block, and then a power block so that you can move with speed and strength, and then finish this puppy off with a strength workout. I know, it's the full meal deal. Here's the equipment that is needed for today's workout: a chair or a bench, a booty band, a long piece of tubing for our warm-up, your dumbbells, light to heavy. I have 5s, 12s, and 15s. Completely optional is a medicine ball. I'm going to be using a med ball in one of the exercises, but it's really easy to see where you would use a dumbbell and how you would use it instead of a medicine ball. But if you got one lying around gathering dust in the corner of your gym there, hey, pull it out. Let's use it. All right, let's go get started. Before we get started, if you like to track your fitness with your watch, you bet. Press start now. For reference, I chose the HIIT setting on my Apple Watch. All right, let's get ourselves warmed up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, hip hinge, grab onto the toes, drop the hips down as low as you can, keeping those feet, those heels on the ground, and then reach and do it again. Here we go, hip hinge. Bootstrappers, these are called. Push the knees out, drop the hips, heels to ground, reach up, look up, chest up. 2 more. Down. Getting deep into the hips here, into the knees, into your T-spine and shoulders. Last one. Up. And down. Beautiful. Keep those arms up, shoulders back and down. Now give me a squat. So we're not going all the way down now. So disclaimer here, I'm not a tennis pro. No way. If you saw me on the court, you would know that right away. What I am, though, is a novice tennis player who gets beaten on a regular basis by 12-year-olds all the way to 72-year-olds, but I keep going out with a fitness background of over 3 decades of sports and conditioning. So that's why I'm here today. Last 2. 1 more. Excellent. Grab that long piece of tubing. This is actually what is in my tennis bag when I go and play, and I start out with these guys. Arms are straight. The closer the hands are together, the harder it is. So walk the hands out. These are actually called shoulder dislocators, but they're not meant to dislocate your shoulder. They are meant to warm up the shoulder. Last 3. 2, 1. Mirror me. Place this hand in this pocket. Walk your hand down the tubing. Think about unsheathing a sword and come out knuckle facing the wall behind you. Keep yourself squared to me. So I'm not going to rotate my body with my hand. They call this sword and pocket. We've laughed about the name of this exercise in the past on other workouts. Now it's a little dated, but what we're focusing here is the posterior chain of your shoulder, your rotator cuff in particular. You feel it getting a little toasty? Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Other side. Again, you want to walk your hand down the tube a little bit. Now we're going to start with palm facing you, and now palm facing away. Please keep those shoulders and hips to me so we don't rotate with our band. Thank you. Pulling out, knuckles go in the ceiling or the wall behind you. If you can let that arm go back past the shoulder, even better, right? You need good shoulder range of motion for whatever racket sport you want to play. Last 3, 2, 1. Get your light dumbbell. Lie onto one side of the body. Elbow resting at 90 degrees, hip. Take the hand, rotate it up. Nothing moving through my wrist. It's all coming through the shoulder. I'm just letting my head be supported by my bottom arm And I'm feeling the love in the rotator cuff. Last 3. One more. Woo! Other side. You can turn over if you'd like. I don't like to have my back to you, so I'm going to flip. Again, we got a 90-degree bend in that elbow. Elbow's resting on top of my waist here. I'm going to keep my elbow there while I rotate up. Now, this is it's not my racket hand, believe it or not. This is my dominant arm, but I play the other side. Maybe that's why I don't play so well. Just joking. Anyways, I don't have as great a range of motion, and you may find that as well, that it's harder to lift the arm up on one side. Doesn't necessarily mean it's your strength. It could be your mobility as well. 4 more here. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Have a seat on that chair or bench. Please keep this dumbbell and grab the partner to it. And let your forearms rest. Oh my goodness, my watch didn't start. We need to do all that over again. All right, forearm curls. Here we go, starting with some extensions. If you've ever had tennis elbow or golfer's elbow, you'll know this one. When we lift up, we want to try to lead with the pinky. The thumb is naturally going to try to lift and the index finger first. I want you to think about leading with the pinky. Keeping the forearms resting on your thighs. Last 4. 1 more. Woo! Now flip over. Let the wrist curl over the knees. Same thing. Lead with the pinkies. Curl the wrists up now. This curl, the flexion, you're going to be a lot stronger in than opposed to the other one. So if you find it a little easier, that's why. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent. Dumbbells off to your side. We can get that bench out of our way or that chair out of our way. From this position, I want you to kickstand, hands light behind the ears, give me a hip hinge. So we've just got a little bit of weight on that back leg. Then if that feels okay, we can come down and try and touch the ground with one hand. So we're warming up into the one leg, working our balance a bit, trying to get that connected so that when we get into our agility drills and our power drills, we've already got it warmed up. Last 3. 2, 1. All right, kickstand the other leg back. We'll start with the fingertips at the temples. Here we go, hip hinge. We're trying to put as much weight as we can on that front leg. And then if we're feeling good and we want to try some balance and warm up our balance muscles, we're lifting that back leg, fingertips to ground if we're able to, or as low down as we can. We're getting the fingertips down there though by a hip hinge and a knee bend, not through rounding of the back. Focus your stare on something stationary. I find that really helps with holding your balance. Last 3. 1 more. Excellent. Feet hip width apart. Let's bring the hands in front, chest height. Step back with the left leg. Lunge it as deep as you feel comfortable and rotate with that left hand. Follow your hand with your gaze. If you're more advanced, maybe that back knee hits your ground. Really try to rotate, open up the chest, get that shoulder moving. Last 4. 1 more. Find your center, mirror me, bend this knee, hip hinge slightly, abduct the leg away, firing up the outer hip muscles, your gluteus medius. Super important to keep these guys strong for not only low back and hip health, but also knee tracking. And Lord knows there's a lot of running in a racket sport, isn't there? So we need those knees protected and strong. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, hip hinge, bend, abduct away. So it's like a standing fire hydrant. So our first block, 4 exercises, 20 seconds of work. So that means we're going hard. 4 rounds. Nope, sorry, 3 rounds. Oop, I lied, 2 more. Last one. March it out. Let's grab some water. We're going to get busy in about 30 seconds. So agility and conditioning means we're doing speed. Heart rate's going to be elevated. No tools are required. There is jumping involved, so you go as high or as hard as you'd like. If you're new to jumping, keep your feet close to the ground, but jumping is in sport, isn't it? Single leg movements are in sport, so we need to add those when we're training. Let's take it to one side of your mat. We're going to side shuffle twice, tap the ground, and side shuffle back. So get down into a ready position and go 1, 2, tap. Now, if tapping the ground isn't available to you, because again, I want you to use the legs, not the back, you go down as low as it feels comfortable for you. Come on, 20 seconds. March it. All right, feet go wide. Take it into a slight squat here, and we're going to switch the feet forward and back. Switch jump. 1, 2. Okay, good. Stay on your toes. When you're in your game, you got to be on the toes because you'll be able to get that ball fast. Can't be planted on those heels. Don't grow roots. 3, 2, 1. Whew. March. All right, we're going to take that hop and we're going to cross it over. Hands on hips so we don't get too confused. Feet start wide. Good. Now, once you've got that, get the arms in a ready position and speed it up. Come on. Again, your jump might be really small. Your leg kick out, really subtle. You work with what's feeling good for you today, okay? All right, pretending that you got the line here. We're in sword and back, forward and back. Stay on the toes. So this is footwork here. I released a cardio workout for racket sports recently, and we did a lot of this. This is for faster footwork. This is the last exercise. We take it back to the top. 3, 2, 1, march it. All right, 2 to 3 side, touch it. Come on back. Chest up, sink down, let's go. Stay low, come on. Good, now look at me. Shoulders and chest to me, yeah? Good, come on, smile. Come on, you signed up for this. I know, it's much more fun on the court, isn't it? But we got to do this so that we are good on the court and we don't injure ourselves. Take the feet wide. Sink it down. Side. Forward and back. Not side, sorry. Wrong word. March it. Woo! All right, we got those crossover hops, so they can be really small and slower if you'd like. What are we doing? We're on the toes again. Yes. Hopefully your coach will never yell at you. On the toes, on the toes. Because we are going to muscle memory that into you so you can get to that ball. Once you get to the ball, man, that's up to you. You're going to have to work that out. I know I am. All right, we got forward and back hops. Let's go. Tennis is the only game where in one day I can be have my ass handed to me by a 12-year-old and a 72-year-old. Woo. All right, we're gonna do one more. Grab some water and then move into our power block. Give yourself some space, 2 or 3 times that way. Sink down, stay low, go. Notice when I get my hand down there, I am bending my knees. I'm using my powerhouse, not my low back. She doesn't like that. March it. Woo. Wide switch jumps. 3, 2, 1. Sink it, switch it. Yeah, I hope you double sports bra for this workout. I should have said that in the intro. My bad. Sorry. Are your calves burning yet? I'm feeling mine. Just tell them a couple more moves and they get a break. Time. Whew. Okay. Crossover hops. This one can be hard to do at lower impact, so do your best, okay? Bend those knees. Come on. Good. 5 seconds. Don't stop. Don't slow down. You got this. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Yes. All right. We just got some forward and back business, and then it's water time. Knees soft. Come to me and back. Go. Good. Now, gaze up. Perfect. Eyes on your net. You got it. Who's that opponent? Me? No, don't play against me. Play against somebody good. Just joking. March. All right, grab a sip of water. At time of recording, I just started tennis last year, so I got to give myself a break, and I hope you're doing that too, especially if you're an older adult, such as myself, learning a sport for the first time. It can be a humbling experience. All right, march it out. We're moving into that power block. So power block, there is a bit of a jump in this too, so you can keep it lower impact if jumping's new to you. What power training does is it trains our fast twitch muscle fibers. Those are what we need to be able to react quickly and with strength. So fantastic for sport, but also for aging, because those muscles are the ones that atrophy quite rapidly, especially after the age of 60. But they can be retrained. And these are 4 movements that I absolutely love for that. All right, I'm gonna try my 12s. We want a moderate weight. The legs are gonna help us in an alternating split jerk. Feet here. I'm going to bend my knees and then power up and split my stance and do a press. And then I'll do the other leg. So let's get set up. Mirror me, right leg goes back first. Ready? Hup. Good, now set up. Don't rush it. We're done the agility training, we're done the conditioning. Now it's power. Now I'm not doing a full lunge. My heel is definitely off the ground. Reset. Abs are braced. So it's like somebody's coming to sucker punch me and I see them coming and I'm bracing for that impact, drawing my belly button in. Good. Speed, power, strength. One more. Beautiful. Let's keep those weights. Moving into a dumbbell clean. This is a classic power move as well. We're using those hips of yours and glutes, your powerhouse, to get the dumbbells and clean them at the shoulders. So let's try it. Ready? Bum back, shift your weight back, abs braced, power. You'll notice there's a little bit of a hop there on my end too. Now you don't want this weight to be too light, otherwise you won't get the benefit of the movement. You'll just be kind of doing a bicep curl. Start down, quarter squat. We are using those hips, back, and then boom, power those hands up to the shoulders. Do it again. Back, good. A few more here. And then we reset. We don't rush it into the next rep. I think I can do heavier next round. We got 2 rounds of these, so. All right. You're gonna use one of your light dumbbells and hold it end to end, or grab your medicine ball. This one's a complex move, but I have faith in us. Let's lift up the right leg, so just mirror me. Come into a balance. Sink back into a bit of a deadlift, and then step forward lunge, chop the ball over your head. Do that again, reset. So, any sport is all about balance, stability, and moving fast. We got all of them going here. We also have anti-rotation. A lot of rotation in tennis, in pickleball. You can sink it into a really deep lunge here, or just a subtle one. But here's where the magic is, right there. Hip hinge, woo, balance, step it. All right, we got the other side. Whew. So we're gonna pick up this leg. I'll turn myself so you can see. We have a hip hinge first. So you'll see this is where I'm gonna get set up. And then I step forward and I chop across the opposite shoulder and step forward. Reset. Reset. Shoulders here too, working, which is what they do in a racket sport, isn't it? Up. All right, you got it? Beautiful. We're gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna try a little heavier for this final round of my power, starting with our alternating split jerk. Core tight, please. Right leg goes back first. 3, 2, 1. Power up. Good. Now let's add that exhale when the dumbbells start to go up. Ready? Right here. Good. Reset. Beautiful. I almost tripped on a ball. How many times that happened to you in a practice? Side view. So power moves definitely get the heart rate up, just like our agility conditioning did. Time. Shake the hands out if you need to. Whew. All right, dumbbell clean. So this is the one where I mentioned you need load to really understand this exercise. So I've upped my weight for this one. Feet are hip width, abs brace. Sit back. There we go. It's better for me. Is it better for you? Bum back. Use those hips. Power clean the dumbbells. So it's not a squat and then a bicep curl. Now we got a lot going on this move too. Main mover though are our glutes, hip muscles. Let's try 2 more. Breathe it. Reset. 1 more. Reset. Nice. All right, get your lighter dumbbell. If you don't have a medicine ball and you're holding on to it end to end, okay? Those of you with me, we got the med ball. We're gonna pick up that right leg. Start with that sort of cross body deadlift, RDL, and then step forward and lunge. And if you get out of balance, see if you can bounce on your leg and get back all stabilized again. Hup. There we go. I'm forgetting the little deadlift here. Oh, yeah. Whew. That one is hard. I saved the best for last. All right, we got one more of these, and then we get another water break. I know, I'm loving the water breaks too. All right. So, dumbbell on the other side, or med ball on the other side. Start with a knee bend. Come down a bit. Step forward. Good. Because when we go for a ball, right, we're usually stepping forward for it, or side to side. If you really want to mimic it, you would step forward just a bit, right? Because we don't do big lunges to get to the ball. So we're also working all of the stabilizers in the knee. We talked about knees already, how important they are in racket sport, really any sport. Whew, time. So that one, we are teaching that knee and all those stabilizers to be stable while our body's moving. So very, very similar to real life. All right, grab a sip of water. We're gonna move into our final section, our strength work. All right, this is the longest portion of the workout. We will need our chair or bench, and we will be also on the ground, but we've got 30 seconds of work, so I want you to go heavy, and 20 seconds recovery. So lots of time to get set up. We'll also need our booty band. I'm starting out with a Bulgarian lunge or split squat. If that doesn't work for you, forget the chair bench and just take it into a split squat. You'll still be doing a world of good. You'll be offside, more unilateral, that front leg, glute will be in a lengthened position. It'll be awesome. So let's start with heavies. Whether you are doing that or joining me, foot is up. You can sit down on your foot, step the leg forward and drive to stand, and then you'll be set up. Shoulders back and down. We're gonna bend this front leg, try to go down as deep as we can, and then root to stand. Again, with the balance, focusing on something stationary just ahead of you will really help. We have that front leg. You're gonna feel most of the work in that. You may feel the back quad a bit, that's normal. Nice and slow and controlled. With 30 seconds work, I'm looking for 10 to 12 reps maximum. Time, okay? All right, other leg forward. So again, if you're doing that split squat, you opted not to use the chair or bench. It's really easy sub for you. If you're with me, laces on, sit back, step forward, drive forward, shoulders back and down, brace those abs, take it down, root to stand. Now, do people like this exercise? No. I like to call it Satan's foreplay, but it is such a good exercise for many sports out there, including racquetball. So if you absolutely hate it, do the split squat. I do want you to have a little enjoyment. Time. A little enjoyment. Now, grab your one heavy. If you have a bench, I want you to do it off the bench and let your hands go right back behind the head. You'll mimic a better swing, like a serve better. Otherwise, with me, angle the dumbbell so that it's away from the noggin. Let the arms drop and then pull over. So ideally, I would love for you to be on a bench or a stability ball, but not everybody has that, and I wanted to present this in a manner where if you had dumbbells, this is what you could do. But a bench or a ball is going to allow you to drop those arms a little further back, creating more tension, more length and position in the lats. Time, which is, especially in a serve, what you're doing. All right, chest press if you don't like push-ups. Otherwise, you're gonna join me. Booty band around the wrists. Ooh, I know, it's gonna be fun. On the knees, unless your push-ups look really good, then go on the toes. All right, now give me a push-up first. Come up. You can stay on the knees for beginner, otherwise come off. And I want you to tap outside the mat, and push up. So by doing the tap, we're really having to work on our shoulder stabilizers. I don't want you pumping out a lot of reps here. We'll probably get about 6 push-ups in. 1, finish it. Time. All right, so those are our moves. Compound exercises, hitting everything, taking it back to the top with Satan's foreplay. All right, you got your split squat if you don't want to join me on the bench. Otherwise, leg up. I've been doing it for so long, I don't need to sit back like I showed you, but if you're new to the split squat, sitting back on your heel, stepping the foot forward, really helps you find the right stance. Whew. Whew. That was starting to get serious there in that glute. Shake out the hands. We're also working grip strength too by holding on to the dumbbells for so long, which is pretty cool for what we do for our sport. All right, other side. Again, if you want, sit back, step forward, drive up. Or regular split squat. Oh, man. All right, we need booty band close by. You can do chest press. Oh, no, sorry. We're doing pullover first. Off a bench or stability ball if you can. Otherwise, angle it away. Elbows are soft. Back of the neck is long. Whew. Drop down. Pull over. Now let's add some core. Get your legs in, tabletop. Now as we drop the dumbbell down, straighten one leg. Heel to ground. Keep that neutral spine. Other leg, heel to ground, neutral spine. You got it. So if you're on a bench, I don't want you doing this ab thing. If you're on a stability ball, 100% no. All right, you're either doing chest press with the dumbbells if you don't like to be weight bearing on the wrists. Otherwise, booty band around the wrists. We have a push up, and then we'll come off of the knees if we can and tap each hand out. Let's give it a try. 3, 2, 1. Push up. Now tap, tap, push up. So we're really having to plant that stabilizing arm. And work all the way up from the wrist to the shoulder to stabilize it there while we pull the band and tap out with the other. After a push-up, I might add. This is a really mean exercise, isn't it? I do it because I love you, and not because I hate you. All right, round 3. You've got split squat if you're not joining us on the chair or bench. Everybody has some heavies in their hand. Heavies all dependent on where you are in your fitness journey. We can sit back, step forward, and let's go. It's also, your weights are also dependent on how you're feeling today. We're not robots. We are not going to progressively see improvement every week because we show up every week. Our gains aren't linear. Psychologically, they may be linear. Physiologically, they're not. So, here's a quote. You're welcome. All right, other leg. Here we go. Shoulders back and down. Brace those abs. I'm not starting this until the timer goes. There you go, begin. I'm not getting in an extra rep of this. I'm getting in the bare minimum I need to get stronger, and that's 8 reps. Oh yeah. Woo. All right, we need just the one, the booty band close by. Pull over to start with. So if you're on a bench or stability ball, awesome. I want you to position yourself there so that the arms and the dumbbell can go right past the head. Otherwise, if you're with me, legs and tabletop, angle that dumbbell away, draw that belly button in, keep neutral spine as we lower the dumbbell and one leg to the ground. Breathe out as everything comes back up to center. I'd say that this is a 5-star workout for sweat. Whew, I am just sweating. Chest press, heavy in each hand, and do the presses. If the push-ups don't interest you. If you're with me, booty band around the wrists. Let's do the push-up first. 3, 2, 1. Look at the top of your mat. Push up. Come up off of the knees. Tap. Tap. Now, off of the knees is optional, right? We do that tap from the knees as well. I want you to find your hard. Oh, yeah. Sometimes our hard can be just getting our runners on, can't it? Yes, I can relate. So thank you so much for showing up for yourself. Whew. All right. All right, one more round. We have split squat or Bulgarian. I need a quick sip. Heavies. Last round, come on. We can do it. I know we can. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Remember to brace those abs. Give that protection to your low back. We have a deep core muscle called your transverse abdominis, or TVA. And when we brace by drawing the belly button in, we're activating that muscle, providing some really good stability and support for the spine. Whew. That was a lot to say while doing that movement. Whew. I deserve 5 stars. Here we go. Other leg. This workout has a 5-star Yelp rating. Would come again. Service was phenomenal. Take it down. The appetizers sucked, but the dessert was awesome. We're doing dessert after this, by the way. Some stretches. The great news here is this is it for Satan's foreplay. Oh man, I almost didn't make that up. Here we go. Bye-bye. Booty band, heavy dumbbell. If you're on a bench, awesome. If you're with me, legs and tabletop. Brace those abs. Dumbbells pointed away, so we can try to get those arms in full extension. The shoulder in full extension. Again, a bench or stability ball is going to be way better. Move through that shoulder, not through the elbows. Whew. All right. You're either chest pressing it with heavies in each hand, or you are with me, booty band around the wrist. Last round, last exercise. Smiles on. From the knees for me, please. Gaze at that top of your mat, shoulders back and down, core brace, take it down. Drive up. Can we go off of the knees? Tap outside each side of the mat. Oh, thank you. There is a God. I always become religious at the end of a workout. Grab a sip of water, everyone. Woo! Oh, goodness me. Cheers. Well done, you. That is one heck of a workout. Let's do some stretches and talk about how often to do it to see best results. Let's first, if you want, you can use a chair or bench for some support. We're going to lunge it. We really want this back knee behind the hip. And then take a look, that heel, ankle, and knee are in line. Front knee and ankle align. Squeeze the tush. Now reach straight up and lean away. Now your body needs a variety of different movements. It does have this wonderful thing called muscle memory. And that's why when we practice a serve, right, we do the same pattern to try to muscle memory that. But to get better in fitness and in sport, we want to add variety of movements to your workout. So I would recommend this actually just once a week, supplementing it with other workouts based along these lines. All right, now straighten that front leg for me. Hinge forward. Again, the chair helps with some balance and support, and come forward. I love seeing women over 40 lift 3 times a week. We lose muscle quite quickly, especially after menopause. So the 3 times is what I've seen with the, tens of thousands of women I've trained in my 30 years, the sweet spot. Does that mean if you only have time for 2 times a week, then you just forget it? Absolutely not. You'll still see gains. Let's do the other side. The idea with fitness is it's progress, not perfection. So you get what you can in. Reach straight up, lean away. On Over 50 Fitness, Michelle's got a fabulous 14-day strength and conditioning program, which is applicable to racket sports, including hiking too. It's a really good program. She's our little athlete. Circle the arm back, straighten this front leg, hinge over, feel that stretch in the hamstring. So don't forget your workout calendars on Over 50 Fitness. We do have the 3 days a week strength built right into your calendar. You don't have to think, you just show up at the platform and push play. Those again are on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, unless we're in a challenge. And then from there, people move it around. If Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays work better for them, then they just move them. All right, have a seat. I want you to grab one moderate weight dumbbell. If you have a hip replacement, do not do this exercise. All right, you're going to instead cross over and hold. That's it. Deal? If you do not have a hip replacement, you can place the dumbbell on the inside of the knee, all right, to give a little bit more external rotation. Grab onto your foot and hinge forward to get deeper into the rotators of the hip. Now, if you play a lot of your sport, obviously off season is where we're going to do the bulk of this type of training to prepare you when you are in season. When you're in season, you're playing a lot. So from there, I would recommend maybe 2 20-minute strength sessions a week. We're not looking to build there. We're looking to maintain while you get your sport perfected, playing your tournaments or playing league. All right, other side. Again, hip replacement. Please do not use the dumbbell. We've got it resting on the inside of the knee. I'm going to lean forward, and feel it. And then we also need to remember our cardio work. It's not the most fun, but especially if you play tennis, you need cardio. So I would recommend that 2 to 3 times. And that's something more than a power walk. We need to get the heart rate up in your training zone, ideally 60 to 80%. Or you can choose to do more higher intense where you're doing 30 seconds of maybe 85, 90% of your target, and then dial it back for a minute or two to recover and go forward like that. I love working out like that. I'll do running drills like that. But we get what we can fit in because it's progress, not perfection. We're working out for it to benefit our lives, not to take over our lives. We're doing it because we love moving our body and it helps us play our sport, travel, live independently, get up off the ground without any problems. So don't become obsessive, release. I want you to have a good experience with exercise and with moving your body. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really proud of you. This was a big workout. Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, and have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye. I'd love for you to have a chair or a bench. You'll also need some dumbbells. You'll need light, moderate, and heavy. Pardon me, I got an itch. I got an itch on my nose. What does that mean? I think that means I'm going to kiss a fool. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we've gone too far here.